Guys, and Merry Christmas. And welcome to the new subscribers. Jason here, and I think we should play some Vintage Cube while it still lasts. I know I promised to play some more Mono White Death in Texas in Modern, but I thought since we still have a chance to play Vintage Cube, and since it's one of my favorite things to play, I think we should play some more of it. I had a few games. I had a few drafts over Christmas, and I went 2-1 in all of them. So far, we're in a solid doing 2-1 in all the drafts that we played so far. Um, yeah, so I might be coughing and sneezing during the recording because I have actually been very ill with the flu for the past 3 days, and I literally haven't been able to get out of bed. I've had like 39 degrees Celsius in fever, and I'm starting to feel better now. So yeah, that's my update. Besides that, Christmas was great. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm really excited to play some games, to draft a sweet deck. Um, Still haven't drafted like a mono red or anything like that. I'm not really into like I see why people do it. It's a great way of getting, I don't know what these guys are doing, I don't know if these guys just playing a lot. I know that Caleb Dowood is he's one of my favorite people to watch. And if you guys don't know him, you should definitely go and check him out. I know that he likes to draft sort of like similar to decks to me, so like going big and blue and green as well. Like blue green is sort of like I think this is his favorite deck to go to. So, but I'm sure that a lot of people are playing all these mono red decks. Speaking of green and blue, we have a Noble Hierarch, which is great. We also have a Woodfall Primus that we could sort of like ramp into. I don't like taking payoff cards before taking ramp cards though, because these cards are so important for the deck that we're trying to draft. Where these type of cards, there are quite a lot of them to go around. What else do we have? We have a Frost Titan, which is a great blue card. Um, we have an Exhume, which is good for the reanimated decks. Toxic Deluge, which is good for the control decks. I know that I'm biased because this goes into sort of like my favorite deck to play when I play Vintage Cube or Modern Cube for that matter. But I still think that the Noble Hierarch is just the best card here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that one. All right, pack two. So yeah, pick two here. We have a Monastery Mentor, which could be sweet. We have Damnation, which is good. Creeping Tar Pit is a good land. Scalding Tarn is a very good land as well. We have Fire Blast for the mono red deck. Not a very exciting pack for any deck really. There's Deceiver Exarch. I don't even know if Splinter Twin is in the. Oh yeah, Splinter Twin is in the. Is in the. I think though if that was the case, I would still just take the Scalding Tarn over it. I haven't seen anyone play Splinter Twin combo. This is not a very good pack for us. It's also an Elf of Deep Shadow, but not really what we like to do. Faith's Feathers is good. So is Scalding Tarn. Let's just take Scalding Tarn. What do we have here? There's a Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library is very strong. Verdant Catacombs. Mindslaver is a very strong card. It's all like a ramp type strategy. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here though, and these picks are not really helping us going sort of like in any sort of like direction here. We could just take the Sylvan Library, just stay with the green plan for now. Yeah, I like doing that. Okay, here's some really powerful cards. So it's not quite power, but Mishra's Workshop is very close to just being power. And in the right deck, like in the deck with Walking Blister, for example, it's very powerful. We could take it. It goes best in the sort of like the type of decks where you get a lot of artifact mana, and we haven't seen a single Signet or anything. It's also True Nemesis, which is obviously very good. We could also just take the Mana Elf, so like go along the lines of what we're already doing. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be boring and try and I'm gonna sort of like draft the same type of deck that I draft quite a lot. Here's a nice late game Emrakul. It's a bit on the expensive side though, and I don't think that we're gonna have that many ways of putting things in our graveyard. There's a Vampiric Tutor, which is obviously just broken. There's a Birds of Paradise, which will help us splash along with the Noble Hierarch. There's also Coalition Relic, which is just one of the better mana artifacts, I would say. I think it's between these two. Let's take the bird. I don't know if that's right, but it depends on what we're trying to do here. Just stay with the green strategy here. I think we're pretty set on. See, here's an Ulamog. See, this is exactly what we wanted. There's also Tooth and Nail though. Whew. This is a difficult one. I feel like whenever I cast a Tooth and Nail, you tend to win the game, but there is a chance that this just comes back to us because we have taken all the green cards. So I feel like we should take this Ulamog. I mean, there's not a huge chance, but I mean, we have a lot of ramp going as it is, and Ulamog is definitely one of the better things you can ramp into. Speaking of good things you can ramp into, here's a Dragon Lord Ataka. There's also Duplicant, which is a nice removal spell. There's a Dismember, which is also very good. We have a good mana fixing already in the Birds of Paradise and the Scalding Tarn, even though we're not even in the colors of playing Scalding Tarn at the moment. There's also Goblin Welder. Yeah, I like taking this Ataka here. Wow, the Exhume actually wielded. Or wield, sorry. I'm surprised. The Shardless Agent is a good card, right? But look at all this low impact stuff we could draw into. There's a Forge Master. Sacrifice 3 artifacts. I'm not really seeing us doing that. We could take this Angel of Sanctions. Let's take this Shardless. It's not great, but I mean, there is a chance that we could draw into some decent stuff with it. There's no way that we're ever going to be able to cast this. I like taking this fellas here. Maybe we'll play white. In that case, we should have taken that Angel of Sanctions. Mindslaver wield. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that. It's fun controlling your opponent's turns. I mean, not for the opponent, of course, but for the player doing so. Yeah, it's not going. It's not going. That now we just need to wield that Tooth and Nail. We can also. There's a chance we're gonna get the Academy Ruins as well. Then we can sort of like make an infinite loop with the Mindslaver, which is Mindslaver lock the opponent completely. Right, Factory. Yeah, get in there. We currently don't have that. We have what, 2 artifacts, but I mean we could pick up more artifacts. I'm surprised no one wants this workshop. Sorry, not factory, workshop. The roof on this card is just insane. I think Nahiri is the most promising card here. we would require a bit of fixing. We have white fixing, we have a bit of red fixing. It could happen, but I'm not sure. Maybe if we're not playing blue of any sort. It's a nice way of getting Ataka or Ulamog into play. It's also just nice way, just rummaging through the deck is also very nice. If we played this Nahiri, we could also play this Feathers. So Feathers is great because it gains you life, but you can also lock down Planeswalkers with it, which is of course brilliant. Okay, so here's a Sacred Foundry. Tarmogoyf is very much unplayable in cubes. Okay, so here we have some pretty sweet options here. So we have Basalt Monolith, which we could play out on turn 1 with the Workshop, which would of course be insane. There's also Bribery, which is of course just the nuts. It's also Natural Order, and we do have a lot of green creature sacrifice. We currently don't have any green. Well, we have one big green creature we can go and find, but if we get something like a Craterhoof Behemoth, that would be pretty nuts. Given that I think that we're the only green drafter really around the table, this might actually wheel, where this Bribery definitely won't. We're definitely not locked on being a certain splash color yet. But we also have the Basalt Monolith, and this is just... this is a very difficult one. Bribery is just it's just one of the most broken cards you can ever cast. So I think we have to go for that one. Here's the Academy. Again, great pack for us. So here's the Academy Ruins to go with the Mindslaver. There's also Tropical Island though. There's no way this Tropical Island will wheel, and it's very important for us. This might wheel. If we get a Garruk, we'll be happy with it. Impulse would be fine. Search for Tomorrow would be fine. So there's other stuff in here that we would like. So I think we should cut the white cards for now. Stick with the blue cards. Here's a Primeval Titan. Definitely one of the better things we can ramp into early. There's also Worn Power Stone. Worn Power Stone is not the most exciting of the ramp cards, just because it gives us colors, and you know we quite want colors. You know, I think we just got to take this Primeval Titan. What do we have here? That's a Reclamation Sage, which is I feel like it's very underappreciated in the format like this. It's also a Jace. We don't exactly have that many spells to cast in this deck here that we're building. It's also Tundra. Tundra we can go and find with the Scalding Tarn. That could make a white splash easy. Reclamation Sage might wheel. I mean, your opponent is going to be playing so many different artifacts and stuff that this is definitely going to be a card that you want. And we're not completely sure we're going to play white. I like just cutting green colors, like cutting green spells in general. Just get them out of the pack. Saying that, here's a Riftwing Cloudskate, which is just a very good card to play on turn 2, or sorry, to suspend on turn 2, because you can bounce like Planeswalkers and stuff with it. You can really set your opponent back, and you can both, and it gets haste when it comes into play. So, yeah, I like that. Pernicious Deed is good. Scavenging Ooze is good. Abrade is surprisingly good. In I've been very happy playing Abrade. Eureka. Steam Vents, not exactly what we want to be doing. There's a cohesive portal, which is basically just saying uh, draw an extra card every turn, and it's an artifact that we can play out with the workshop. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm not completely convinced we're going to play this workshop, but it's an interesting Nissa. Also Primal Command, where we can go and find a creature. And I think the Primal Command is just better. This is not my favorite Nissa. My favorite Nissa is the 4 mana one. So what do we have here? We have a Wall of Blossoms, which is not great. That's Jace though. Jace is very good. Jace is, helps us get through our deck, and it helps helps us against like aggro decks and stuff. So I think that's a line we want to take. Oh, there was something in this pack, wasn't there? What was in this pack? The Basalt Monolith. Was this our opening pack? I think so. Oh, Lumbering Falls is fine. It's the colors that we want. We get the Academy Ruins to go with our Mindslaver, so that's great. What do we have here? There's a Savannah, in case you want to splash some of those white colors. I'm not sure we want to, but we could. There's a Force Spike. Getting an opponent with a Force Spike is always feels incredible. We're a little bit low on playables here, but we have pretty good mana, so I think we can sort of like lay off the fixing for a bit and just try and go for power level. This Shardless Agent along with the Force Spike is obviously not a great combo, so we need to consider whether or not we actually want to play this Shardless Agent. So far, you know, all we get with the Shardless Agent is just more ramp, but if we're low on playables, that's something we could definitely play around with. I don't know. Trinket Mage currently doesn't find anything, but there's no way we're ever going to play a Delve of Secrets in this deck, so I guess if we get like a Lotus or something in a pack, that could be something that we could consider. And still not completely Rebel Arc. I don't think this is deck for it. Okay, what do we have here? Some pretty good stuff for us. Sundering Titan has just been amazing. Tolarian Academy is obviously great, but not exactly in this deck. We're pretty good on high end, so I could see us take this Gruul Signet because it is on color, and it is something that could help us play this workshop as well. Besides that, I don't see anything that's too exciting for us. So I like taking this Signet here. We didn't see that many great mono green payoff cards like Gaia's Cradle or Rufellus. But we still have the acceleration that we want. We would getting more like 2 mana or 3 mana mana rocks would be great. Here's an Opposition. This is exactly what we want in our deck. Yeah, this is just perfect. Oh, now I really wish that we had that. What could wheel here? Botanical Sanctum could definitely wheel. The Arbor Elf could wheel. There's no way this Opposition will wheel. So now we kind of want just, I don't know, something to make more creatures. There's a Harmonize. There's a Thragtusk. There's a Mystic Confluence. There's a Winter Orb. Winter Orb is cool. I don't think this Harmonize is going to wheel, so I think we want some means of refueling. So I think getting a Harmonize is good here. Charter Course is... I'm not completely sold on this. I mean, Lotus Cobra is fine. We don't really have... We have like one fetch land, but still just making a mana per turn with the landfall trigger, and it fixes us, so maybe that's good enough. And it actually attacks for 2 as well. And it helps with the opposition plan. Yeah, I like that. Acidic Slime. Wall of Roots. Wall of Roots is very good. So is Acidic Slime though. Again, just having this flexibility to destroy anything. And it has Death Touch, so you can block big things. Yeah, I like this Acidic Slime. We would like some more 3-drops, just because our ideal situation would be, you know, playing a 1-mana creature on turn 1, and then playing a 3-mana thing on turn 2. Here's a Kozilek. This is the one that... What does this do? This is one where you draw cards when you play it. Could be pretty cool. We have... It's also Signet though. I think we have enough mana stuff. We don't have to play this workshop. I've never played this Kozilek before. This seems cool. Genesis Wave. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have insane ways of producing mana, but I don't see what else we would play, so we could consider playing this Genesis Wave. Just playing it for like 6 is still fine, I guess. I mean, we have quite a lot of spells. Here's an Awakening Zone, which I guess is good with the opposition, so let's take that. I'm not sold on this. Maybe not on this Force Spike here. I don't know. So this is all permanents, right? You put any number of permanent cards with commitment, of course, X or less. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty good. I mean, we just didn't get like a Cradle or anything. We don't have like insane ways of producing mana. There's a Master, which is again is good with the opposition, so I think we could take that. We could also take this. It's a bit underwhelming. This is probably just better, right? So here's our way to producing loads of mana. Nyctus. Yeah, I think we're off the... Yeah, we can take this Winter Orb. I think we're just off the workshop plan. We just didn't really get there. So this is starting to look like a deck now. Fauna Shaman. It's not that exciting. There's a Temple Garden here. Guess we could take this Banishing Light. This Metal Worker. It's a Gideon. I think like we could play this Nahiri because it just looks like... Is it a free splash? I don't even know. So let's try and take out these lands. So what does the deck look like now? 26 spells, which is probably where we want to be, or close to where we want to be. I don't think we want to play this Force Spike. So what do we have for fixing for red. The Birds of Paradise, Lotus Cobra. I'm not sold on this Shardless Agent either. I mean, maybe it's just good with the opposition, actually. Maybe this portal is not what we want. I don't know. We have two huge Eldrazi. So we have a Savannah, and we have a Temple Garden, and we have a Sacred Foundry. So these two are basically free. So we add that. We could add in Nahiri. That would almost be like a free splash. The Nahiri can help us take care of enchantments, artifacts, and creatures as well. Plus, it lets us go through our deck and like discard big things that we can't actually play. So maybe she's good enough. What would we take out then? Shardless Agent, I convinced myself that that card is fine. This goes here. Maybe this Lotus Cobra is not incredible. I'm not sure about this, but let's sort by color here. So we don't have that much blue. So we don't actually need that many. So what is this saying? This is just saying 2 islands and 5 forests. So we have how many green sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. Yeah, I think we want another island. Do we want this Sacred Foundry? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, let's just add another island. Yeah, I think this is the deck. Let's try it out. I'm excited to try and play this deck. We have already found an opponent. Great stuff. Let's see if we can kick some ass. I would like to play first. This is a horrible hand. Yeah, we need to mulligan this. Doing nothing until turn 4 in Vintage Cube is just not good enough. And this is basically the same hand. But now at least we get a Scrying. I don't think we want to mull down much further. Yeah, we definitely don't want another huge creature here. Let's hope our opponent's not like playing mono red or something, then we are just pretty damn screwed. Okay, so it looks like it's a sort of a, oh my goodness. Sort of like a mirror match maybe? Definitely a green deck. What do they got here? Brain Maggot, okay. So now they get to have a look at what we are up to. So now the question is, what do they take? They probably just take this opposition. No, they take the portal. Okay. So Let's just play this. Ashok. Oh god. That is really bad. What did they exile? They got a Kozilek and 2 islands. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. So now I think we should definitely go and get the last island with this Scalding Tarn. Just to make sure that we actually can get something with it. Maybe we should have done that before the... I don't know, I found it to be very unlikely. So I think we play the opposition, and then we... Next turn we play the Harmonize. Or hope to draw some sort of creature maybe. But this Ashok here is going to completely ruin us, I think. We could always just... If we get to Mindslaver, we could Mindslave our opponent and then have them minus it, you know, and then just put a small creature into play. But our opponent definitely had like a better start than us. Baleful Strix, yep. You get to draw a card. They took Acidic Slime and a Shadow's Agent. So we do have some ways of winning, and we have drawn really poorly here. So let's play this Harmonize. Remand? Mana Leak. Jesus. Okay. That's fair. They're almost going to get to that Kozilek before we even get to play anything here. They got our Genesis Wave as well. Yeah. What did they get? Noble Hierarch. Primal Command. Solemn, okay. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what our opponent's game plan is. If they're just like Teamer good stuff. Could be. Just like some sort of value-based deck, grindy deck, control deck-ish. I guess we just played out this Mindslaver. They've already seen it, so there's no harm in doing that. They've taken away the Academy Ruins, though, so we can't really do it twice. They could just get the Acidic Slime out and then destroy the Mindslaver, but they might be greedy and just keep exiling our stuff. No, they're gonna go for the Acidic Slime play. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't think that we are winning this one. Demonic Tutor, okay. So you should never quit prematurely in Cube, because it's good to know that our opponent has like a card like Demonic Tutor, but it's also nice to see what they would go and find. You know, what do they have like in their toolbox? Sort of, they have their own Acidic Slime. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty much done. You know, you say that, and then you draw a Bribery. So let's have a look in the opponent's deck. So they have... What do they have? They have a... They have a Recurring Nightmare. They have a Relentless. I should actually... Let me just get out a notepad here. So they have Finks, Snake, Mansa, Sage, Maw, Soa. We don't care about this. Worm Coil, which we're probably going to take. Elder. They have Relentless. Him. Death's Majesty. And Recurring Nightmare. Yeah, so I think we're just going to take this Wormcoil engine. That is what can keep us alive. And then let's play this elf. They exile some more of our stuff. They got the Dragonlord Attacker. They got the Sylvan Library. Yeah, sure. I don't mind gaining some life here. You can draw a card. Okay. So now we're just going to attack this Ashok. They're probably going to block with their own Acidic Slime, I could imagine. They choose to... Okay. And then... I mean, we will have to deal with this Ashok at some point. What do we even have left? We still have like an Ulamog left. We're still a bit behind with casting it though. Yeah, an unanswered Ashok is pretty damn painful to deal with. What do they get? They got the Cloudskate. We get a little thing here. We would like to use... so this is a 3/3 that we can attack with as well. I think we just need to attack this Ashok with all that we have. Force our opponent to block a little. They don't have that much gas going on either, but they do have a library that they can try and find something. So next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, which is not quite enough for Ulamog, but yeah, I mean we gotta stick in there. We gotta stick in this fight. So let's just add stuff here. They also have a Tutor, have Solemn, they have Ashok, they have Library. Did they get it? No, they didn't. So we still have the Ulamog in there somewhere. However, it's going to be difficult. Ah, goodness. Okay, they have a Reclamation Sage. Did we know about that one? We did know about that one. Yeah, we are being brutalized here. Is that going to help? We can't cast it. Doesn't matter. Do we want to show any more of our deck? I don't think it matters at this point. I think our only shot at this point is now that our opponent doesn't get the Ulamog with the Ashiok. Okay. Are you gonna make a wolf or are you gonna fight something? You are going to fight. Okay, so now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, now we don't have enough to actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna concede now. Because now we don't have enough mana to actually. Let's see if we would actually. They wouldn't get the. We wouldn't draw it either. Is this the last card? Oh, okay. Okay, sure. That was intense. But we did draw very poorly. So. Is there anything we want to change here? I don't think so, actually. I don't think that our deck is necessarily that bad against our opponent. I think we just need to be a little bit more explosive. And this is probably not how... We have a turn 2 Signet, which could be okay. I don't know. I want to mulligan this. Yeah, this is much better. I don't want this. So let's play this turn 1 bird. Then we can play Sylvan Library turn 2. Okay. Now we're the ones with the library. Yeah. I mean, I guess for now, just suspending this Cloudskate is fine. Let's just put these back on top for now. Do we want to? Huh. I think we need to draw into more gas, right? Okay, let's keep one and then let's put the other one on top. Let's suspend this guy. Let's play this island, pretend that we have counterspell open. Yeah, that's fine. If they play an Ashok here, that's so annoying. Okay, Ophiomancer's fine. Let's click this guy out so we can have a look at him. Or it. I don't even know what to call it, but... Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? I guess we want to keep one of these cards in our hand in case that they draw the Ashiok and we don't want to like mill. So let's put this back on top. Then we're going to keep this in our hand. Okay. So now we really want to draw something like our Jace. They have their own Sylvan library now. So now something to get rid of that would be great. But yeah, Jace would be awesome here. Because we are definitely killing ourselves quite a bit. There's a Reclamation Sage, which is very welcome on this board. I don't think we can afford to pay any more life, so let's make sure that we definitely draw this Harmonize. And then let's play this Reclamation Sage. And let's hope... Oh, I misclicked. They have a Mana Leak. Of course they do. Yeah, just this playing in this like this weird control deck. And we just can't seem to draw anything. But that's life. That's how it is sometimes in this game. You can't always be lucky. Like we've seen almost all of our very high, very expensive cards. Okay. So they make a zombie. They attack us for 2 or for 3. We get to cast this. Guess we still just want to return this Liliana. Then they just paid 5 mana for like a 2/2 zombie. Here's an Acidic Slime, which could kill their library. So again, I think that is something that we want to do. Then just put this on top. And put this Harmonize on top. We could also just play this Mindslaver. But we can't really Mindslaver lock them anyway. Nah, I think we just destroy that. Pass the turn. But those little snakes are going to become quite difficult to deal with, and so is that Creeping Tar Pit. If they just decide to attack with the, yeah, that is what they're going to do. They're going to attack with everything. Okay, so I guess we just do like that. It doesn't really change the clock. Yeah, I don't really know what we can do here. Maybe a little bit aggressive with the Harmonize, but you can see like on top, like we had to get through some of these cards, like some of these extremely expensive cards. Now we don't really have a choice. We only have one play here. That's this Harmonize. Get another Forest. And yeah, we lose the game. Okay. That happens. So let's just jump into another one. I'm quite happy with what the deck looks like, actually. I just feel like we were very unlucky in this particular game. At least now we're going to be put in the 0-1 bracket, which means that should get, I guess that should be slightly easier than being in a 1-0 bracket. But it always feels bad when you lose to a card like Ophiomancer, which is not particularly great. I mean, our opponent had some pretty good stuff going on, but yeah, I just feel like our deck could have perform so much better. But doesn't matter. That's the thing about this game. You gotta you win some and you lose some, right? Okay, here's a little bit of a tricky one. However, we do have stuff going on, so I think we can keep. A forest here would be very nice. Well, that's still a land, so that's not bad. Maybe now, maybe in this game we actually get to show a bit off of the opposition if we get to draw. Because we're definitely going to get a mana elf, some sort of mana elf off this this Shardless Agent. Okay, that works. So let's play this. Let's cascade. Let's cast this. This means now we can actually play the opposition, which is great. So now another Mystical Tutor in their main phase. Okay. That doesn't seem very good. Mystical Tutor is something you want to play at the end of your turn or in your upkeep, so that you actually get to draw the card. Now you just get to put it on top, and that's not super exciting. They found Tooth and Nail. Okay, so they're really in for a long-term plan here. So let's try and see if we can disrupt that as much as we can. So Arcane Ruins is not quite what we wanted to see. So if we play this opposition out, can we then... We can slow down the opponent. Let's just play this Acidic Slime and kill this Signet. That's probably the best thing to do, actually. Just take our opponent out of anything but green mana. And then we get to attack for 3 as well, because of the Exalted trigger. So we get to swing in. And then we get to, next turn, we can really start locking down an opponent with the opposition. That's the Mindslaver, so we can almost get to the Mindslaver lock as well. So I think we want to go... Wait, how much does this tap for now? This taps for a lot, right? So let's... green, green. Let's add green. And then use the Signet here. Blue, blue, cast opposition. That was really bad. We should have used our island. I don't know why I wasn't thinking there. I have to say that I'm still a little bit ill. So yeah, that was horrible. But let's just lock down an opponent here. So in the upkeep, we're gonna choose this, and we're gonna tap a creature. We're gonna choose that, and we're gonna tap a creature. And then we're gonna pass. Yeah, and they just concede. That's very understandable. It's very difficult to get out of a lock like that. So our opponent is playing sort of like another big mana deck. So Reclamation Sage is good. Maybe Awakening Zone is not that good, just because it's not actually that impactful. So I think we can cut that. But what do we want in instead? Do we want something? Banishing Light could be fine. Lotus Cobra. Lotus Cobra just helps with the opposition strategy, right? Maybe it should be in the main deck. I'm not sure. Ugh, this hand is boring. We have something to kill artifacts with. We do get to draw as well. Yeah, let's just... This is not very exciting hand at all, but they're gonna go for Lumbering Falls. So they have a slow start as well, which is that's good for us. Ooh, so now we can actually go and find our tropical. And then play this elf. Because then next turn we can play either the Reclamation Sage. If they play a Signet now, we can blow that up. And that would be amazing. They play Lightning Greaves. I guess we can blow that up as well. But I'm not too concerned about Lightning Greaves, I think. It probably is more important to do our own thing here then. So let's play the Shardless Agent. Let's find some gas. Okay, so we get a Signet. Let's pass. I'm not too concerned about these Lightning Greaves right now. They could become quite scary later in the game. But for now, I think that is not something we're worried about. Next turn we can play Primeval Titan. And then we're just so ahead on mana. So they get an Arbor Elf. Okay. Do you want to equip it with your Lightning Greaves? You do not. Okay. That seems strange to me. Okay, so how about we just strike that and we just go straight for the opposition plan? Or do we? I think we do. So let's tap this. Play this birds, and then the upkeep we can tap down some of the stuff that they can't untap with the Arbor Elf. So with this guy and this guy. So now they have 2 mana. Next turn they're gonna have even less. Opposition is a very unfair card. I think it's much better in sort of like in Modern Cube or cubes where you don't have power in it, but if you just, yeah. It's still just absurdly broken. Again, that main phase, Mystical Tutor. Is he gonna go for... Must go for something that can kill opposition, right? No, they just... Okay, they just scoop. Okay. That was a... It could be that our opponent is just not very used to play some of these cards and didn't actually know that it didn't actually put it into their hand straight away. That is very likely. This hand is garbage, so we're gonna ship it. This hand is also garbage, but I don't want to go down to 5. We definitely don't want that. So we just go on an island, pretend like we have like a Force Spike or something, which we potentially do have. So they just say, okay. So they're not going to play anything. Now we are in a pickle here. So if I play this Noble now, we can play a Jason turn on the next turn. I think that's just worth it. I think that's very good to get an early Jace down. Okay, our opponent has perfect mana. Another Temur deck. Sylvan Caryatid, okay. That's fine. Ooh, there's a Bribery. That's pretty perfect. Let's just play this Jace. And since they don't have anything to attack with, I think we should just reveal and let them choose stuff for us here. And we're definitely just gonna go for the 2 lands. We have stuff that we want to get into in Solemn, okay. But now we can go Bribery on our turn and just take out the best thing that they have. They're probably not going to be very pleased with that, I could imagine. So we should probably definitely get the last island with this. Yep. So let's have a look. Sometimes people just scoop when they see a Bribery, just because they don't want to show you that deck and everything, but not in this case. Okay, so that's an Emrakul. It's just very good. Is this the same guy we played before? It's a very similar deck, isn't it? Recurrent Nightmare, Shriekmaw, and all this kind of stuff. Is this the same guy? Jesus, I don't even know. Let's just take this Emrakul. It's still going to be very difficult for them to deal with. And then pass. If they play a Planeswalker, we can even Primal Command it. Then we can search for something that can kill things. We can search for like a... Yeah, we have options here. I think we definitely made the right decision with this, playing this Jace on turn 3 rather than going for the Sylvan Library. It just adds something to the board that they feel like they have to deal with, especially when they don't have anything to attack with at that given point. I mean, if they drew like a Shriekmaw or something, they can deal with this Emrakul, but I didn't see that much actual removal in their deck. If they drew a Shriekmaw, that would be pretty insane. Jace, okay. Jace is a thing. And a Luda Liquor, okay. And a Time Walk. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's definitely a thing here. Yeah, let's just block this. Or do we? Oh, it's too late now. So now they actually get to replay that Time Walk, I think. Which is pretty sick, but I feel like they're a bit desperate now with the... Maybe we shouldn't have blocked that Solemn at this point, actually. That was probably a mistake. So there's the Looter. But it's not going to deal combat damage, is it? Yeah, it's not going to deal, so you're not going to loot. It's not actually going to do it. Yeah. Grave Titan. Okay. Okay. What is this? Khan. Jesus. Wow. So they could deal with it. Okay. Now the question is, what do we do then? Next turn they can actually replay this Time Walk. That's pretty insane. Should we try and find some more cards? What can we actually find here? Let's have a look. Oh, we don't want any of this. Definitely gonna take this pile up here. Can't play this Nahiri. We only have 5 mana here. I mean, this is going to be impossible to deal with. So maybe we just need to Primal Command. So, put Taganok Reaper. Yeah, I think we just need to get rid of this, right? Seems bad, but we need to do something. So, Khan is gone for now. Hippie, okay. They drew the Time Walk? Are you kidding? Ha! Good draw. Wow. What is he attacking? The Jace? Yeah. They don't get to loot though. But that was pretty absurd. So now they're probably going to get on Ulamog, just because why not? Yeah, of course. I feel like Moto is against us today. They know about the Awakening Zone and the Nyctus, so we might as well play those out. But we might not even get a chance to. Oh my god. Yeah, that was, I guess that happens. Okay, so I think we want this Force Spike actually. I don't think we want this Awakening Zone. Bribery seems good. All this other stuff seems good actually. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, we need to mulligan this again. Okay, this is fine, I guess. Yes, let's keep that. A quick bribery here could sort of like save the day. Attack them for 1. Oh, I guess I should have suspended the Cloudskate actually. Oh, that was bad. I guess I can do that now. Do you want to kill it? No. Okay, so they're going to tap out now. So now it's time for us to draw. What do they get? Primal Command and a forest. Okay. Come on, land. Opposition is not a land, but it's close. It's not close. But it's something at least. Something for us to do. However, this Ashok is just going to get out of control pretty quickly. Especially when they just keep taking our lands away. And they have something to kill the opposition now. Yeah, I feel like we're just being followed by extremely bad luck and a time walk. And time walk when you have planeswalkers in play is just very brutal. Especially now they're going to kill the opposition. So we went from being the ones to accelerate into being really far behind here. And yeah, and I could imagine even if we take the bribery and kill and go and take like their big thing, they probably just end up having the Khan anyway, because that is how life goes. They have a weird deck as well, but okay, at least now we get to. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I thought the Cloudscape was coming off now, but it's just not. Land? No. Why would it be? Yeah, I mean, I should attack the Ashok for 1 here. Yep. So what's this? Worm coil. Okay. Do we bounce the Acidic Slime or do we bounce the Ashok? They can just replay the Ashok, right? It's not actually going to make a huge deal. So let's just bounce this back to our hand. And then let's see if we can actually get this to resolve. So now we could potentially take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So if they draw the Emrakul, they can just play it. We could also take this duplicant and then completely kill this thing. I mean, it has to be correct just to take the Emrakul. It's also a Scarab God. Yeah. Put Ashok down to 1. Do they have the Khan? They drew the duplicant. Oh, lol. Yeah, I mean, that's it, I guess. Oh my god. I guess there was a lot of stuff they could draw, right? Like, a lot. But wow, they just had everything, you know? It also came down to... Yeah. That's it. Alright guys, that was a little bit disappointing. But I hope you guys had fun watching me getting completely crushed. I don't know if I'm gonna play another one right now. I'm really exhausted, but I'll see. I might. But I'm gonna stop for now. And if you liked seeing me getting destroyed, even though we had a pretty good deck actually, feel free to put a comment in the comment section and put a like and subscribe. And then I'll see you next time.